Hello, unexpected Ashura. Welcome to the stream. Just getting set up. Just responding to some messages. Hopefully, we will have a few more people turning up. Let me put on this killer Night Rider theme from the 80s, if anyone remembers. If you can hear this. I really used to love this theme song. I'm well, man. Thank you. Hey, Ricardo Duarte, man. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing in this past week? I've been doing a few grinds after the event began. Only put up what is like 304 souls. Hey, FL Rebel, man, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. Doing great, bro. Glad to see you, man. Thank you, man. Same, feeling the same. So, let's have a quick look at what the event is, and let me share my thoughts as to what I think of the event, and also to tell you guys where I'm gonna be going for this event. Let's tune the song down a little bit. Okay, right. So here we got the event. The event's called Frost Fatale. Let's look at the information screen as we always do when we begin. It's a solo event, so that means it's an individual event. It's all on your own. You go as far as you can and you get the rewards accordingly. So what we have here is a Titan DELPHIRA, and DELPHIRA is a paladin. So she's a 4-star ice paladin, and you get skills which begin with a first skill being a Imperial offensive or defensive skill. That means you could get a Imperial's damage X skill, or you could get some sort of which probably could also include armor piercing, but you could also get defensive skills such as armor and health as the first skill slot. In the second skill slot, you get a dual elemental resist with lightning guaranteed. What that means is when you get your Titan to a certain level, I believe it's 30, you will have 44% resist against lightning, as well as a 44% resistance to another random element. So if you're very unfortunate, I don't know if that could also be double lightning, because that'll be pretty bad. Unexpected Ashura says 11k for 4-star ranger. It's pretty nice. I agree, and I'll be coming to the reward stand in a moment. But I agree with you. That's a fantastic reward for that, especially with a 1.4 boost if you can use it. Now the other skills are pretty standard defensive tier 2 and 3 skills. Now the other rewards in this event, and I consider the true reward for this event being the final setup, which is the choker. I don't know, is that called DELPHIRA's choker? And it gives you a lightning and Titan troop resist, as well as physical Titan troop resist, as well as Titan health. So that's a pretty decent reward in my view. Let me just quickly change up the song. There's something playing in the background so that there isn't any awkward silence what I'm talking about here. I'll put on my favorite Vario song. Alright, so back to what I was talking about. So we got this, and you also got the frost rune. So the runes are back. There are a couple of runes. There's the toxic rune, the poison rune. There is also a iron rune or a storm, but the storm rune. I think there's one for physical as well, but a couple going around. So it's a good one to collect if you are looking for the runes. It gives you a Titan ice damage and troop damage boost, so it's a good one to go for if you want to boost up or build up your Krothos or your Avalos, or even on those 3-star versions such as Korea, I think it is. So all of those Titans can certainly use this one. Even Altus and um, uh, Asteron, these Paladins 3-star versions can also use them. So pretty good relics. And you also obviously have the Frost Banner, which gives you Imperial's armor in the last skill, which makes it quite useful, especially if you already have an existing Titan with an X skilled Imperial's armor. So it's quite useful. If you have that, you can basically stack that up, and hopefully, if your armor can go beyond the armor piercing of the opponent, you obviously nullify most of the damage coming in. So good on that. Now, in terms of the Titan and the boost for this event, now most of you would not probably have an Aurea. I don't have an Aurea. It'll be interesting to know if anyone in the chat box here. We only have about 4 people here, but even on the people here, if anyone here has an Aurea, let me know. That's quite interesting, because Aurea was only available or is only available from the divine gem altar sort of thing. So if you have 50,000 divine gems and you want to take a pot shot at getting her, then that's where she's available from. You also, and of course, you have your Nexus and Vixia. I would think a lot of you may actually have Nexus or Vixia, because between Nexus and Vixia, Nexus probably been available more often, in my opinion, or my memory. But you know, so you might have one of those and you get a 1.4 boost, which is quite handsome, and you know, you get to really propel yourself with the soul boost. You know, but if you don't have that, then you can still do the event with the 1.2 boost, which is slightly lower than that, but with any 4-star Lithian. So you could use a Krothos or an Avalos. You could use a Mataurus, right? Mataurus, when you remembers, is what I would consider the counterpart, or the male version of Delphira, because he does the same. He offers the same sort of skills, except in the second skill slot you get a guaranteed poison resistance, I think it is, or an ice. I can't remember one of those, but that's quite similar as well. Now you also obviously have Delphira, which herself will give you a 2x boost, but it's actually pretty useless, because you can only get to use that boost once you get her, and she's available only at 16,000 souls. So let's have a quick look at the rewards chain as well while we're at it. You get your standard stuff, you're getting your 50 portal stones, blah blah blah. You get a nice Edena. So if you're a beginner, especially if you're a really low castle level guy, then Edena is actually pretty useful. I have my Edena in my mini account, and she's actually almost maxed at 40, and she's pretty useful. And especially if you get a good skills on your Edena, it could be quite good for when you're starting out. But what's the real juice lies in the fact that if you get yourself to 2000 souls, you can pick up 3 frost tokens or relic tokens, and this could be useful if you're considering saving up tokens for future events. All that's pretty good. Now if you're really going for this event, what I would say is, irrespective of whether you're doing the event or not, I would say go up to 2750 gems. This is my recommendation to everyone in the stream here, because you not only pick up the three free tokens, but you also pick up those 200 portal stones, which you could then use in the next week's event. Keep in mind that this week the event beginning on a Friday. Hey Anubis, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. This week the event's beginning on a Friday, but the next week, by the way guys, next week, I think from what I understood, the next week we're gonna have a fire event. That's what the devs mentioned in their live stream. So correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I heard that it is going to be a fire event. So if you're looking to say, go all out for the next event, it's always good to bank these tokens. That is, do not say, don't save the tokens, don't spend the portal stones. So when you start the next event, you will start off with 350 portal stones from this event. So that's pretty good. Let's come back to the chat. Hey, J-Man Nenes, welcome to the stream, and what's up? What's up? Next week is better. Yeah, I think it is. And we're going to talk about the devs live stream as well a bit. This event is trash, you say. I kind of agree with you as well. But also, I think it might feel like it's very trashy, because a lot of us who've been playing for a while already have most of these relics and titans as well. Of course, except Delphira and the choker at the end. But anyway, let's get to that. Let's finish this up. So you've got divine gems at 4,000. So at least now we get to pick up a few divine gems earlier in the rewards chain. So if you are feeling that you have a lot of time at hand, or more time than normal at hand, I would then say if you're gonna go beyond 2,750, then 4,000 gems is a very good spot to park yourself at, because after that it's a 1,000 gems jump to get yourself those 3-star ice gauntlets and ice helm, ice cuirass. These are good relics, and in fact I'd say ice cuirass is one of the best relics I have in the ice category, because you get a guaranteed titan resist against ice, which is and but of course if you have a dragon helm already with ice resistance, then you probably don't want this unless you're looking for a second one. But of course you can stack those up as well. You can stack up a dragon helm, 4-star dragon helm with ice resist, along with an ice cuirass with ice resist to get 100% ice resist. So all of that. uh, Vixia at 11,000 souls I think is a pretty good deal. FL Rebel says, I don't hate on these paladins as much as the next guy. An event had great value, just not a lot of usability. Right. Ice Grass is the best thing there in my opinion. There you go. I agree with you, FL Rebel. For most of us who've been doing this for a while, I think most of us have all the relics here. Um, so the value isn't great there, but if you're looking for a second set of these relics, and let's talk about Orb of Justice now. And Orb of Justice gives you a resistance against fire and physical, which is actually very useful if you're trying to build an Avalos or some sort of a imperial based offensive setup, but also you could use it to fill up those gaps in resistances. Let's say for Mitano, I don't know, but maybe add some resistance for your Valkyrie even. I don't know. So it's a kind of a universal relic, so you might enjoy that if you want. But personally, I have Orb Justice from one of the recent events. I don't really think I'm gonna go for a second one. And you have the Banner of Frost. I spoke about that already. 250 Divine Gems, Delphira again. Now the problem here is, guys, that once you get Delphira, you only get to use the 2x boost for 2,000 souls, which is kind of bad, I think. You know, if you did the Mataros event, or which was quite a while back, the event was much longer. The event was, I think, about 24,000 souls or 20,000 souls, I can't remember, but you actually got to use Aurea, not Aurea, sorry, Mataros, with those extra, getting that extra soul boost for a much longer soul count gap, which isn't the case over here. So there's that, which is kind of a negative. But I think if you're a new player, if you're not got yourself any good ice titans, um, then I would say, if you have the time, you have the gems, etc., and you really think you want an ice titan, then go up to 11,000 souls, get yourself a nice little Vixia. It's an ice ranger. Rangers are inherently pretty good because you can solo things with them. So that's pretty good, guys. So that's my thought on the event. Now, in terms of where I will be going on this event, because I have most of these relics, and also because of the fact that um, the only real prize that I would really want to pick up is actually at 18,000 souls, and Delphira is alright. She's not terrible, okay, right? Okay, I don't think she's terrible, but especially given the fact that you get a lightning resist, and we all know how important lightning is now. But the real good relic is only available at 18,000 souls, and I don't really think I want to spend any real gems on this to do this. So I'm just gonna save up, guys. So my goal for this event is gonna be 2,750 to get. That's my goal. If I find time, if I feel I really want to do this, I might go up to 4,000 souls to get my 100 divine gems. Hey, Sweeney Todd, welcome to the stream, man. Glad you could make it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the audience. Um, so guys, that's what it is. If you go up to 4,000 gems or 4,000 souls, you can pick up 100 divine gems. And as you can see, I have 4150 divine gems there. I am saving up to 5,000 to do a guaranteed pull. So whenever that happens, guys, there will be a special. I think I will probably make a live stream where I will pull my one and only sort of pull from the divine altar at that point. So it's a while probably, because these events, man, you don't get the divine gems that easy nowadays. So but we, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. All right, so let me just collect all of this stuff here, and let's do some grinds, because you don't want to just hear me, right? You want to watch me do some battles as well. So anyone of you here who are new to my channel, uh, I do live streams normally every Thursday or Friday whenever the event is. I do one stream every event. I sometimes do more than one, depends on my availability, etc. Um, but but off late the events aren't really catching my eye, so just been doing one of them. So I've been focusing more on my sort of videos. So I do make regular, I think I upload a video every day, I think, almost. So do check my content out if you like some battle videos. I try to do different battles rather than just doing the same old. So yeah, try and check my content out if you haven't. Cheers, guys. All right, catch up on the chat. Sweeney says, I agree, I can make it. I'll do 4K. Not interested in this one. Yeah, 4000 is a good target to go for. Now here's my Vixia. Anyone who here doesn't have a Vixia, this is kind of a skill set you might get. This is not the best Vixia by any means. In fact, the interesting story is this was my very first 4-star Titan. Yes, guys, this was my very first 4-star Titan, and she's only at 46. Well, not only, but she's only got to 46 because I've really not paid any attention to her. And kind of my, this might sound negative, guys, but I think all of us can agree that if there isn't a imperial based defense that you can't beat nowadays, right? Hey, G-Waken, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. So you can bring in, you can put up any imperial based defense, and I can guarantee you that most players, if not all, can beat your defense with all these X skilled rangers, etc., and Odin and whatnot coming in. So imperials are not the best defenders, but yes, they can be used pretty cleverly if you know how to do that on offense. So check it out. So this is what I'm doing, guys. I'm 46, so I'm using her because I get a 1.4 boost. uh, oh, my poor Vixie, I miss her. Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, you fused her away, didn't you? Hey, Mukesh Patel, welcome to the stream, man. G-Wake, and I'm excited for the next week's fire event. Yes, next week's fire event. I was speaking about that. Quite interesting. I hope they introduce something new to go for. Now, the other thing they mentioned is early in the week, there is going to be a sort of a special temple event. I think it's going to be a temple pull event, where you get to pull unique titans such as Solzar. I think they mentioned Solzar in there. So, and I would love to get a Solzar, because I think that's the one titan that I'm missing in the 4-star ranger category. So, would love to get him. So we shall see what happens. I guess a Drakor would be pretty nice as well. I know a lot of people request Drakor a lot, so we shall see. We shall see what happens. So yeah, it's quite fun. Sweeney says he needs a soldier as well. It's always good to have a variety, guys. Now, in fact, Sweeney, the interesting thing is when the recent fusion event came around, I watched Zaid's video, I think, or Zaid's couple of earlier videos. So Zaid Gamer, and he was talking about, or he was sort of debating within himself, I guess, and most of his audience, that should I or should I not fuse my Vixia, well, his Vixia, into his Odin? And I was like, no, 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 don't do it. But I think eventually he landed up doing it. So, but the reason I'm not doing it, because I don't have any other 4-star ranger that's strong enough, and I just kind of want a 4-star ranger of each category because I just love rangers so much. So that's why I didn't do it. But I can very well understand why people might want to fuse her away, because the new Tolan man, isn't he epic? He's crazy good, guys. So if you got a new Tolan, I don't think you'll regret it. Temple event is not an event. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. And you know what? They should really stop calling it an event. I mean, what it is basically a casino pool, right? You go in there and you just kind of try your luck. Oh, look at what happened there. You try your luck, and then if you yeah, it's not an event really. I mean, because you can pull from the event at any time and anytime you want, right? So yeah, I kind of agree with that. But anyway, that's what the devs call it. So I guess there's a temple thing happening next week, so we shall see. But I'm definitely excited about the fire event. Uh, I think one of the best relics I think you can get from a fire event, and I hope they do this time, is the what do you call that? The Doomfire relic. Yeah, yeah, the 4-star Doomfire relic. I do have one of those. I wouldn't mind getting a second one. It's a very good relic because there are not many relics out there that buff Grenadiers damage without buffing the Titan's fire damage. I think that's what it is. So yeah, so hopefully that event comes around and we get to pick those up as well. So it should be fun, guys. Right, okay, let's set this up. I don't really like this map too much. We shall set it up. So yeah, there you go. So I think, yeah, 4,000 souls is I would say is a good target. 2,750 is the next best target, and if you can't do any of that, then 2,500 or 2,000 souls, I would say, is the bare minimum that everyone should be able to do. And you got enough time, 4 days at hand. Remember, this event ends on well, if you're in the UK where I am at, the event will end at 10 a.m. BST, which is in the morning. Obviously, you can, obviously you do have you have some time at hand as well. So even when the season changes, this event will still be going on, guys. All right, what's here? All right, let's keep killing. Sweeney says, I told you, New Toland 51, Odin 41, Atlas 58, sorry, Calrax 58, two Atlases at 21 and 10, Vixia level 1. Those are the Rangers I have. So a Fuser. Ah, right, okay. So because you do have a Vixia at level 1, right? So yeah, I can see why you fuse her away. I only have one Vixia, so yeah, so I didn't do that. But yeah, I can understand why you did it now. Also, Basati at level 1. Nice. I think Basati is a pretty sweet Titan, to be honest. When she came out for the first time, um, I used to tell myself, hey, she just is like she's just kind of similar to Ledega, and I had a Ledega already, and I was like, is she really good? But what makes Basati quite good, guys, is the fact that the second skill is a guaranteed Panther health, and if when you get your Panthers to a high enough level, that Panther health percentage, I think it's like 36% in the second skill slot. It's very useful to give your Panthers a little bit of extra health so that you can go up against tough targets. It's you'd find a lot of times you're going up against sort of high damage sort of grenadiers or even archers, more archers these days. It's good to have that extra health, and that can, the more time you can survive on battle, the more damage you can deal. So Basati is definitely a good Titan. I wish I'd gone for her, but how that's how life is. Oh, and my Ledega is 55. How could I forget? Ooh, 55. That's amazing. Um, My Ledega is my Ledega is the only Titan I have at level 60 actually, which is kind of which is kind of odd, but I'm okay with that. Uh, yeah, one of the thing the next Titan I probably want to take to level 60 pretty much ASAP is my Toland now. But maybe Odin might get there first. We shall see. But yep, that's how it is. So yeah, guys, that's what it is. So this next week, hopefully, we shall see something good. So what are you guys grinding the event with? Anyone grinding with a Vixia like me? Anyone using a Nexus? My Nexus is at level 57, so I don't really want to grind with her because I'm not gonna get, she's not gonna gain a level or anything. And besides the fact that I really would want to get my Vixit level 50 or 51 so I can get that extra skill slot. I mean, if nothing else, she'll be a moderately good land defender, or like a land producer or whatever. But that's what it's gonna be. Can we find some more PP lands? We do have some friends in Kraken. Shout out to Kraken, by the way. Part of the Suicide Squad family. Been quite nice having you on the server. Helps with events and stuff like that. So let's have a look and see if we can find more PP lands. Why not? Let's try and see what we do with this one. Because my Panthers are level 22, I feel a little bit brave. Nexus 33, nice, nice. So Sweeney, you got a really good collection going there, so it's quite nice. And Calibrax 58 sounds pretty boss, man. I mean, Calibrax is one of the best Titans I think in the game, and one of the Titans I do not have. Um, and hopefully, when this Halloween event, when he comes out again, I'll be fortunate enough to grab him along with his relics. Now, remember, Calbrax isn't that useful without without his relics. So make sure if you're going for the Calbrax event, you go all the way and you get all the relics. Because I'm pretty sure they will place some Calbrax relics along with some new, I believe, Calbrax relics or summoning relics, as I would call them, in the higher up in the rewards chain the next time Calvrax comes around. So look out for that. So obviously there are going to be a lot of events coming our way. Someone on Facebook, they asked a very interesting question, and he was like, so in a year, how many Fossa Titans do you collect in a year, right? That's actually a question that, if you think of it, if you are a free to play player, then if you save your tokens, then you can do an event every 4 or 6 weeks, right? So that means, given that we're 52 weeks in a year, and there are 52 weeks in a year, and there are like 13 sets of those. Well, do you have that? Okay, well, basically you can do 12, you can do about 12 of those. So you can actually collect 12 Force Titans, 12, or let's say probably 8 to 12. That's probably a better number of Force Titans in a year, if you really wanted to. So, and then if you factor in the fact that how long it takes to actually level up a Force Titan, I think it's even if you don't spend any money on the game, but if you play the game for a very long time, you can get a pretty decent set of events. Hey, Lieutenant Lou, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Alex, give me subscription. Wow, that's pretty much straight away self promotion there. What? Yeah, I don't know, man. I personally, I don't know. Is that what you mean? Are you asking for a subscription, or I don't know what you mean. But if that's what you mean, man, that's kind of weird, man. Um, you come up on someone's channel and just say straight up, man, subscribe to me. Well, at least you should. At least what you can do is say what the channel is about, man. I mean, yeah, okay. Anyway, right, I'm gonna skip on that. So Lieutenant Lou, how are you doing on the event? How far are you going to be going? Also, are we going to get a stream from you? Um, and I hope this time, if you are actually if you're doing the event, that you have fewer server crashes and all that would be pretty good. The last stream from Lou was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, any of you don't know, Lieutenant Lou does some very nice DOT streams, so do check her out. Um, uh, Everyone here has different different thing they offer in the stream. Oh, look at that, 3-star dragon helm. I'll take that. Oh, we need all the fusion food we can. On that reminds me, I should probably check my treasury and check if anything's expiring. Collect that. Collect that. I think pretty much everything else is meh. That's cool. That's cool. Because remember, guys, we're gonna have the relic forging update, and the devs keep dangling the carrot around. So they say it's gonna be coming up soon. It's been coming up soon, but we've been hearing that for ages now, and I don't know when that soon is. Oh, shouldn't go to the divine altar there. So we are about what 31 minutes into the stream. We got about 7 to 8 people on the chat. That's awesome, man. Thank you all for joining in. It's a Friday here, so you know, I can probably understand if you know, if a lot of you are taking it easy, and maybe you know, you decide to do some grinds over the weekend, and that's all cool. Each to his own, right? Oh, just someone had a subscription. I had a subscription. I forgot who it was from. I missed the notification. Zongyeon Wang, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Ooh, look at my Vixers dying there. Come on, get out, get out. Can we save Vixia? I guess we did. I think she's gonna die at the hands of those grenadiers. I know, she made it. That was a unexpectedly heroic battle from Vixia there. New forging won't be nice, Anubis says, and I have my suspicions as well. So for anyone here who hasn't sort of caught up on the train of thoughts that have been floating around on the new hey, Game Rescue Vintage, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you taking your time out to come here. So the next fusion, in fact, Game Rescue, perfect timing, because there was a video from you as well on the numbers that the new forging, the relic forging update will likely have, and yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. So it's going to be less based on fortune, more based on deterministic sort of methods, which could be argued to be a good thing. But the thing is, though, uh, if you know, it's going to take it is all going to come down to the fact that the person with the most relics, and which becomes the person with which is kind of fair if you think of it. The person who does the most number of grinds uh, will have the most leveled relics moving from here, right? But there is one downside, guys, that comes to my mind. I don't know how many of you've maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you already thought about this, but now the problem is you can currently buy 4-star relics from the temple altar, right? From the shop. So what that means is, if someone really wants to level their relics up, all they can do is go into the shop and just buy those relics, right? And then instantly level their relics up. So what that kind of becomes is the fact that someone with the most amount of gems slash, I guess, in the way, now in the end it's going to come down to the amount of money you throw in, you will be able to have more leveled up relics. I don't know, what do you guys think of that? Ricardo, I have almost 50 4-star relics. Wow, man, that's crazy. I think I probably have a number close to that as well. I've never actually counted mine. King Bob, hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I think it will be worse than is now. I hope you're wrong, Anubis. I hope you're wrong, but the feeling, something tells me that you're right about that. King Bob, a lot has been changed in this game since I was gone. Oh, how long have you been gone for? It's interesting. It's nice to always find people coming back. I think uh, definitely the current presence of Storm Maidens has got a lot of people coming back. Storm Maidens are pretty OP. Even Storm Maidens at level 15 and 16 and 17, whatever, they can they can take down like level 23, 24, 25 Panthers, and that's kind of insane, man, if you ask me. But we should remember that the whole purpose of creating Storm Maidens uh, was to make was to make Panthers less OP than they are at the moment. So that's a good job. What that has led to happening now is that any Mitano you have, uh, any basically any Panther-based defense is kind of pretty much useless now, right? So what we're going to start to see now is that all those Mitanos that you see on sort of high-level garrisons, they're all going to disappear. Um, Kingbuck says 2 months now, if I'm not wrong. All right, that is a fairly long time. So 2 months is what, like in July. So was that before around the Odin came out? My memory isn't too good on that. Mm, oh, my maiden just hit 18 today. Sweeney says now. Not to 19. Wicked, man. That's awesome. My Storm Maidens are at the moment at level 15. I only got one level up. But yeah, but they're getting there now. They're going up to 16. I'm gonna be getting them up to I think 17 would be okay. I'm gonna stop there for a while and then start focusing on my archers and whatnot, and probably a militia. I think a militia needs some attention as well because they're at level 19. But we shall see. Ricardo says archers kill any panthers. Absolutely. Even 100% resistance to physical. Uh, you know, it might take them a little bit longer, but if you're good in kiting, there is no panther out there that's safe, man, to archers. So panthers have now become more or less an attack unit, more and less of a defense unit. But you know there is one titan, guys, out there that I consider is going to be very, very good for buffing panthers. I don't know if anyone can take a guess. Let me give everyone a few minutes to think about this. So let's open the question to everyone here. Hey, John Whitke, welcome to the stream. So which Titan that buffs Panthers, in your opinion, guys, is the best Titan, Mossman Titan in the game at the moment? So this includes Ladega, Mitanos, blah blah blah. So which one do you think is the most useful, even with the availability of Storm Maidens? Hey, John Whitke, welcome. Uh, so John, how far are you going on this event? I would like to see someone who's going to come up here and say, hey, I'm going to complete the event. Because so far, I haven't come across anyone. I mean, not just here, but even in my alliance, I don't think I have actually come across someone saying, hey, I'm doing this event. No, well, at least I know one person who's going to go this event, but I don't think I know anyone else. I have one place on platinum if you want king. All right, okay. So if platinum, if you're looking for a space, there you go. Ricardo's got a spot. Also remember, guys, this week the event is individual, so it's not like there isn't like a top reward for being in an alliance, so all on your own. So it does make sense to be in a league where you can find a lot of PP lands. And if you're trying to build up a Titan, then maybe moving down to a lower league might be a good idea. But Personally, I'm pretty happy being in Champions. Hey, Sparrow Arrow, welcome to the stream. Nice to catch you around. Personally, I do like have being in Champions or Masters because you find a lot of PP lands and a lot of players who know what PP is because of ping pong, because a lot of players do not know what a ping pong land is, and that's why in many of my streams I keep mentioning this. And I'm going to mention it again, guys. Ping pong lands are lands which are lands that you set up specifically for events, normally for events, where you do not put in any troops on the land, and without any spells, and you put in like a level 1 Titan there, and that's what a PP land is. And the advantage of having PP lands is that it helps everyone to do the event quicker. You do the event quicker as well, because it's more of a mutually agreed thing, right? You put PP lands, other do PP lands, you get more XP, and you collect resources easily. There's so many advantages doing that. So please, if you're new to the game, set up your lands the way. Now look at this land here. It's only got like these 6 troops which come automatically with the land itself, and a level 5, level 1, whatever low level Titan makes events so much more easier and fun, more enjoyable for everyone. So do that. Let's catch up on the chat again. Jean says depends on time. I'm definitely going to Vixia, but I would like to finish. All right, okay, that's I finally found someone who's going at the end. So John, I take that you do not have a Vixia, and you do not have the Orb of Justice and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess the value lies if you do not have any of these relics. This could be a good event, but if you have most of the relics, you probably would not be that be keen on this event. Hey G Ratcliffe, welcome to the stream. Nice to catch you around as well. So we have 42 minutes into the stream. We have 23 people watching. Man, that's amazing. Almost think of this being like a room, like a big room, and like all of you are like sitting in a classroom, you know, behind seats and taking notes, and but the only difference is this is like a virtual classroom. You're all looking at my gameplay, which is like the chalkboard, and you're all looking at your own little chalkboards, which which are your own laptops or not laptops, your tablets and phones and stuff like that. So yeah, so appreciate everyone joining in. I hope while you're watching, you're also getting some grinds through, because that's how I do these. When I watch someone in some of my well, I think watch almost every DOT YouTuber out there, and everyone offers something different, but and amazing. So yeah, whenever I watch them, I'm doing this. I'm doing my grinds, listening in, occasionally taking a peek at the screen and whatever. So all pretty good. Ratcliffe adds, I think people add spells to PP lands to keep low levels from capping them. Very good point, and I agree with that. And it is pretty annoying, isn't it, that when you find someone just comes in randomly, and not pretty randomly, if they do it on purpose, but come in and a low level player just comes in caps a land. Yeah, so I can see that being true. And that's what I've been doing now is that I just, I've begun to anchor my lands. What I've done is I keep one builder free at all times, which is kind of a luxury that I have because I have 5 builders. Uh, because I do that, so I keep one free, and I'm not really in a hurry to level up my castle and whatever. So yeah, so that's what I do, and because of that, I keep all my lands, my ping pong lands, anchored, so that to avoid anyone from being basically naughty about things and taking my lands away. Hey Hector, welcome to the stream. Glad to catch you back again. Alright, King Bob thanking Ricardo there. It's always nice to have people helping each other out, because remember, it's all a community thing. And this is one of the other things I do like about catching up on even other people's live streams. You get to meet all the other players, because this kind of becomes almost like a mini Facebook, or one of those old chat boxes that we had earlier, when you meet like you go into these big chat rooms and you meet similar-minded people and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, isn't it? So yeah, do make most of it, guys. That's what I do as well. Catch up on, especially if you're looking for an alliance or an event team, and if there's someone's got openings in there, absolutely go for it. Oh, guys, yeah, the other thing I wanted to, I think I probably should bring up. There was a question that was posed by someone in the devs live stream, one of the chats, that uh, when is it that we're gonna have the next Theaters of War? And then they said, so this they said first, they said very soon, and then they said, hold on, it's soon because next week is gonna be a fire event. So here's the prediction. I predict uh, that the week following, so not the week that's coming, the week following, we should have a Theaters of War on a Tuesday or Wednesday if they follow the same trend. But I'm now beginning to think, what element would they do a Theaters of War? We have had fire, we have had poison, we haven't had earth, I think, unless I'm wrong about this. Um, but we have had lightning, two lightnings, in fact. We have had poison as well. So what do you guys think would be the next Theaters of War? I anchor my lands when he says, for that reason also players hit PP lands but do not lower defense on their lands. Yeah, a lot of ungrateful players out there, but sometimes people just don't know what PP lands are. I've had some people just straight out tell me that, like, hey, why should I lower my defenses, man? And I'm like, hey, hold on, you're hitting my lands without defenses, so isn't it just fair? And they're like, hold on, okay, that's fair. So sometimes you just got to drop a message to remind people, but you may not really want to take that effort out to actually do that. So Game Rescue says Poison and Artemis next week. Artemis, wouldn't that be nice? Oh yeah, Game Rescue says Poison Theaters of War didn't count because it was dumpster fire, and yeah, that was a very good video from you, and a nice icon on your nice image in your video about that as well. So yeah, the last Poison Theaters of War was absolutely crap, guys, because we all know the drop rates are terrible, the rewards are terrible, and they try to reclaim their lost trust in the community by giving us that. Lightning Theaters of War with the different tiers and whatnot. So hopefully this time, we shall see a better Theaters of War. So yeah, it could be poison, but could be Earth as well. Who knows? Who knows? Shall be interesting. But Artemis. Now there was a leaked image apparently that was going around of Artemis, and I think it was John. And John, if you're still around, was you, wasn't it, that pointed out that it's actually a ripped off image from an Amazon book cover or something, right? So if that is true, then that means the new Artemis, if whenever she's going to come out, she probably wouldn't look like anything in the images, and she might just look, pretty ordinary. You know, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she looks like, but I think all of us out there who were pretty impressed by the way she was looking in that image, our expectations might be thwarted out. But if the devs or any of them actually did actually catch any reaction from the community, they would know that if they put in a very good looking Titan, in the event, I think a lot of players and would actually go up, would actually go on, would actually go and get that Titan, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure many of you, when you must have seen, and I admit to being one of them as well. When I saw Artemis looking, that good, I was like, hey man, I must get. At least I had the thought in my mind. I really wanted to get that Titan. So, and so there's that value. There's that value. Sweeney's. Oh, sorry, catching up. Missing. I think Mamesh was good. So, was Mamesh in an event? But Mamish is a good Titan, Ricardo, no doubt. Mamish is a good Titan because you get these 3x skills for Grenadiers, right? Um, so which is quite nice, obviously. Hector says, Game Rescue, you don't need to call me. on Mac again. Well, I don't know what that is. So, uh, let's catch up again. I think I'm missing a few comments. Swing says, I got two first items from the poison. Oh wow, you got a Kamathi and a Sagunga. Wow, man. So you definitely had some luck riding on your side on the poison theaters of war. Kamathi, man. I really wish I had a Kamathi. So congratulations, man, for getting that. But yeah, but I think on an average, the event has been pretty bad for most of us. The theaters, the poison theater of war. I think I should probably start building a few panthers now. Sorry for spoiling the fun, John. No, man, it's good that you clarified that because everyone's expectations were, going sky high. Yeah. Um, New Predator drops today. Yeah, we had those images on Facebook as well of someone creating a predator from the movies. Well, so yeah, pretty killer titans there. Was good for, oh, you mean for next week's event? That'd be killer, man. Imagine there being a Marmish, if Marmish comes around, wow. Marmish is still a titan that's pretty relevant in my view. Because grenadiers are still pretty useful. Ooh, what am I doing there? So yeah, Marmish comes around next week. I think we're gonna have a lot of people wanting to go for Marmish as well. It's a pretty solid Titan for sure. King Bob, alright, okay, alright, okay, cheers, King Bob. Thank you for tuning in, man, and yeah, catch you on my next stream. Appreciate you joining in. I need her, says John. Don't we all? Well, we shall see. We shall see how Artemis is. I think you're probably referring to Kamathi, are you? Um, but yeah, Kamathi as well, pretty awesome. Um, just can I find another land? Can I find another land? There we go. Thanks to this event, I have seen a good availability of event lands. But some of these events, man, you struggle to find PP lands. But this week's been good. This week's been pretty good. I think one thing that we all are waiting for very eagerly and probably for a very long time as well is the relic forging update. I think what's going to happen is once the relic forging update comes around, depending on how they release it, there'll be a lot of frustrated people, but there might be quite a few happy people as well. And you might have people who are earlier on the train of wanting to quit this game, might be like, hey, I think I'm going to come back now because there's a more predictable nature of leveling stuff. So yeah, it's certainly going to be quite interesting when that update comes down. How's your alliance going? How it's your Oh, my alliance is doing all right. So this week we are at rank number 8 in the in the leaderboard, basically. Not really pushing it for VP or anything like that. Yeah, I think we're chilling it out because it's almost become a realization now that the real rewards in the event, they are, well, the real rewards in the game are in the event, right? And most of us have all the 3-star titans that we need. So yeah, I think we just kind of we're kind of tending towards becoming an event group. At least a top 50 event group. So we shall see how it goes. But yes, what's more important for us as an alliance? Yeah, I'm not a leader. I've actually changed the leadership. I'm not the leader anymore. But that's more by choice, really. Not that I got kicked out or anything, but I just wanted to take a break from things. But but what I realize is what's more important in a team is the loyalty that you have and people who stick around with you in the thick and thin and not just come around just to pick up a good reward. So yeah, that's fine, man. That's yeah, it's all right. Thanks, man. Thanks, Ricardo, for saying that. I try to do my best, of course. My, kind of my view on leadership is is that I not only I try to look out not only for sort of like if for example, right, if you're going to be going into a war, I do think about the smaller players and how they might be impacted by this, and I try to keep if there's going to be any, a war that's going to loom around, I do give like try to give warnings and stuff like that, because if you're a smaller level, relatively low level player, let's say like a castle level 16 or 15 guy, right? You're trying to grow up, and then you've got all the big boys, like castle level 21 plus, say, yeah, 21 plus, and they are like really smashing. They're really, you know, trying to take a revenge or something, right? You might be going on burning people's castles, but all the low level guys, they're gonna get hammered, man. They're not gonna be able to build anything. So by what I try to do is give like give a warning and stuff like that if there's a war looming, so at least the low level players can get some of their upgrades done and stuff like that, get prepared. So yeah, I try to keep that. That's kind of my mantra, and also what I do not like is people just joining in for the events and then just quitting, like literally like the minute or the hour after getting the rewards. I really don't like that. I value loyalty. And that's how it should be, man. I mean, you stick by the good and the bad times, and it's not like we're not. I'm not saying that you got to stick around for like if there is an individual event you want to go around and you have some priorities, stuff like that, go for it, man. But if you but you should, but just sort of leaving the alliance just after getting a reward that everyone worked hard on, that's not good, man. So yeah, that's what we keep trying to avoid. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people who do events, who are in event teams, that's how they operate, right? If you're doing an event, you got to commit to something and actually go and do it, because if you don't do it, that that's gonna you not being able to deliver that, that's gonna spread in the community pretty quick, man. So it's like getting a bad recommendation. So yeah, if you promise something, do deliver. Try your best. If life comes in the way, keep your leaders in the loop, and all shall be well. That's what I'll say on that. Ooh, looks like my let's change up. Oh, no, it's still running. Sorry about that. So I was checking my music in. Uh, Sweeney says, what I find wrong with alliances is that always the same people hitting and spending gems when a war starts, and the others benefit from it. That's a good point. Yeah, yeah, and that's was what I was going to say. So like for example, if you are like one of those top five teams in on the server during the week in the league, and what normally happens is the top 10 to 15 guys in the alliance out of the 50 would be really hitting high on the VP, and the leader and the officers will be like, hey guys, come on, get it, get your 2 million VP or 1 million VP or whatever for the week. And people will be like, hey man, you got life and stuff like that, I can't do it. But then you tell them like, hey, why don't you move to our farming alliance? And they're like, no, 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 we'll do it. But then when you check their VP at the end of the week, they'd be like 500,000 VP, and they'd be like, come on, man. So yeah, that is frustrating. But then again, the flip side is, hey, King Josh, welcome to the stream, man. But then again, there are times when people have some life commitments and stuff like that, and although they want to want to make the minimum and help the team, they're just not able to do it. So when that happens, it's fine, man. But you got to communicate. If you do not communicate, man, that really sets a bad tone. That's what I think, right? That's my opinion on that. Um One other comment I missed from there, from Ricardo. For me, it's difficult to stay a lot of time the same alliance. Meet new players very important to me. That's your that's your way to play. That's fine, man. That's fine. There are different ways to go around, and certainly that's fine. And in fact, there was someone I met on Facebook. I think I'll give a shot. I may pronounce her name wrong, but Hemanti, I think, was is one of the members in the Dawn of Titans group, and she brought up a very good point. She said, uh, one of the reasons she really enjoys the game is that there's an opportunity to meet so many different players from around the world. And I think a lot of us take it for granted, when you think of it, right? When you click on when you search for a different opponent, or when you're chatting with someone, you're probably chatting with someone halfway across the world, or even further on, or places you might never visit, right? Like, for example, I have players from Australia and New Zealand. I don't think I'm ever going to go to New Zealand, although I would want to go to New Zealand, but I don't think I have the funds to probably ever do that. But I never know. But it's great. And then you get to ask people their experiences. Like, for example, we have our wonderful Sofetch, who's from Japan, right? And when you come up on his streams, you get to ask stuff like, stuff about Japan. It's kind of it's really there is that element to the game. I think we all kind of overlook. So it's quite, hey, the Hunter man, welcome to the stream. Always appreciate Hunter's very sort of generous comments on my videos. So thank you for dropping by. I hope you're doing well, and the event's going on well as well. Um, so yeah, there you go, guys. Sweeney says, true indeed, real life comes first, but these certain players will start the war with a cap, etc., and then not participate, and then use real life excuse. Ooh, you're right, man. That happens. That happens a lot. Yeah, it happens more often than not. Uh, not in my alliance, but I knew someone in another alliance where there was a guy, right? He was like what I would call like a ghost player, right? This guy comes up like on a Thursday or a Wednesday to do the event, and for some reason, maybe out of an older revenge that he was trying to take up, he goes on and starts to delete you know like all the VP lands that he could find from like rank 1. And then his alliance was one of the top 5 or something like that. And man, they land up in a cap war, and this guy just straight up just left the alliance, right? And then basically it was like he said, she said, and it just landed up in a crazy mess. So yeah, I know what you mean there. So what rank you are in the event? Sorry, I can't pronounce the name because I can't read Arabic, but welcome to the stream. I am, let me check my rank for you. I am 3762. There you go. So let's see, what will I get? I'll get 1000 gems if I can remain between 2001 and 10,000, which I probably will, hopefully. And maybe if I'm really lucky, I get 2000 gems, but that's probably not going to happen. But yes, that's my rank for this event. I'm not really good in this event, so my goal is 4000 in the highest capability. But more than likely I'll land up going for 2750 souls, to get myself 3 event tokens and a bit of extra gems. There you go. Abu Nawaf, I hope I pronounced your name, or Abu Nawaf, is that? uh, and thank you and good luck. Thank you, man. Thank you. I think I'm pretty because I'm bilingual. I think I'm pretty decent in being able to pronounce most names in the world. I think I probably would struggle with some of the Chinese names, but I think I have, because I do have a few Chinese friends as well, and I do make an effort to get their names right, because being in I have because I've friends from all over the world, man, and I know how frustrating it is when someone you don't know meets up and be like, he's like, can you, he pronounces your name which doesn't sound like even 1% like what your name is supposed to be, and then you kind of, even if you don't admit it, you do get a bit offended about it. But um, so yeah, I do like people pronouncing uh, oh man, okay, you're giving me a challenge, Ricardo. Ricardo Assange Vasque Duarte, or Vasque. If I don't know, I maybe I'm happy to give it a second shot. Normally, what I do is if I don't get someone's name right, I'll be like, can you pronounce it for me? Obviously, you can't you you can't reply to me through an audio, but if you could say it, if you're able to say it, I'll be able to say it back. um yeah, good, the second one was plus or minus. Yeah, but I do really try to get people's name right. um Ooh, the music stopped. Let me quickly get back on that. Let's switch on to something else. This one's quite nice. This is a cartoon, Why We Lose. All non-copyrighted songs, guys. I wish I could play more, songs which I probably would enjoy more often than playing these normals. This not. But I do like NCS songs, but I do also do like some of the other songs which are not NCS. But I can't play them here. Suncao Vasquez Duarte. Suncao? That doesn't sound right. It may be. Oh, is it? Oh, is it the word? Is it is a silent? Maybe that's why. Oh yes, it's right. Nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry if I get, I try to pronounce. I think I can pronounce names if I get the if someone is in front of me. I mean, I've had some, man. I've had some. It's Portuguese, right? I think it's Portuguese. It's Portuguese. Close to my name. It's nice, man. It's nice. Quickly go back to this and collect my VP, which only got 4 VP land, so not really, no grand scheme going on here, but ooh. Hmm. Let's have a look at my, man. I do miss playing with my Vix here. Well, she's level 57, man. I don't think I can. She might barely get to level 58 by the end of the event. Nope, I'll probably leave her out. You're from Lisbon? Nice. I've never been to Portugal. Um, but one of these days I want to travel. The only countries I've been in Europe are France. I've been to Paris. I've been to Barcelona, Spain. Where else have I been? Is that it? I think that's it. I haven't traveled a lot, but I do wish to travel. Oh, look at that! That's pretty odd. Look at this, guys. I can't see the raid button on this one. Where's the raid button gone? Maybe I should click that again. Wish it didn't reload. What? Are you getting this, guys? I think it's probably in a bubble and I can't hit it. It's odd. Oh, was it my own alliance members? Wow. I'm being really dumb, guys. I'm being really dumb. It was my own alliance members land. Obviously, I can't hit it. My stepmom, sis-in-law, and daughter-in-law are all Portuguese. I'm surrounded by them, lol. Oh, there you go then. So yeah, so that might explain why you're able to get a pretty accurate pronunciation or enunciation of the name. Nice, nicely done. Wow, that song didn't last long. I should probably just finding a 1 hour long stream. Oh, this one go. There's a link here. Let's have a quick look at where I'm at. 3682, 54. I think that's a good place to go up to. Alright, let's get that. Ooh, 13,000. Tempting, tempting, tempting. Ooh, tempting as well. Yeah, but I don't want to. Am I? No, yeah, these are my friends' ones. So this week we've been playing with one of my Suicide Squad family alliances. They are on our server, so we are just helping each other out with PP land and stuff like that. So that's good. Let's see if anyone's actually hit me, which I can use. Amy Ward, have you got PP land set up? Oh, you're all bobbled land-wise. Sometimes it can get quite annoying that you can't find a PP land. There you go. Wow, look at that's pretty much heaven, guys. Level 20 PP lands all over the place. This should be fun. That's what we want. Quick and easy lands. Vixia versus Avalos. Well done, Vixia. Good thing about level 20 lands is that my Vixia is able to one-shot those Panthers, but when I go to level 21, I find that she isn't capable of doing that. So that's nice. It's very nice to find a lot of these, to find lands in abundance, because then I can just, click on the next one, or someone found the treasures along with me. Let me share this treasure with my alliance members. That's an Ayaka there. So we are 1 hour and 13 minutes into the stream. It's 9:40 p.m. here in the UK. 16 people watching. That's amazing. Thank you for tuning in, chaps. It is always nice, especially on a Friday, guys. A lot of people I know would be like, "Hey, man, it's Friday. I gotta chill out. Grab a beer or whatever." So if you're chilling out, there was someone I think last week or the week before who came in and like, "Hey, I'm actually watching your streams from a pub," and I was like, "Wow, man, that's amazing." Jamie Major, welcome to the story. Oh, or were you there before? Jason Jerome, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Jason, are you going to be doing an exam? Do are you looking to go live? Because I am slowly going to be coming to an end. If you wanna, oh, just got here. Sorry, there was someone else then. Sorry about that. It's Friday, almost 5 p.m. Need to get out of work and start the weekend. Yeah, man, 5 p.m. What are you doing there? Get out. um, yeah, man. On a Friday, five. I think on a Friday where I'm at, it's like at like 3 p.m. and stuff like that. I'm already like, I don't want to really work anymore. Already did. Oh, damn, I missed it. Got out of work early to do it, and I'm listening on the road now. You okay? I think I missed it, man. Must check it out. I did see there's a notification I got from Game Rescue that his video went out on his event review. I need to check that up as well. But awesome, I'll check that out. So guys, anyone here who hasn't or hasn't checked out thus far Jason Jerome's channel, do check it out. He does excellent analysis, very in-depth analysis on events. So stuff like how many gems you might need, how much time you might need to do the event. Very good summary and detailed discussions on his live stream. So do check it out. Do subscribe to his channel as well, guys. All good. In short, it's a cheap one. Very good. There you go. So short summary, it's a cheap one, and I guess it comes down to the fact that if you have a 1.4 boost and with 4 days at hand, I mean it's quite doable if you really wanted to do this event. So JJ, are you doing the event? I mean, obviously you might have mentioned this on your stream, but for all the people over here and myself, are you doing the event? Cheap in quotation marks. Not so cheap. Yeah, if you don't have 1.4, then it's not that deep. Yeah, definitely with a 1.2, it's gonna be a fair task. That was nice. 2 Panthers out, the shot of one. Jean says, I'm still at work listening to you. Wow, nice, man. I'm thinking about going to Vixia. Should be able to pick her up for 4 to 5k gems. That is possible. Like, yeah, I must watch your streams for that. 4 to 5k gems. So that probably does that include any gems that you get on the way, JJ? This is why I should have checked up seen your stream before I began mine. Because yeah, I mean I don't really get the mathron in my head about that, so yeah, I must check that out. For sure, if it's gonna be 4 to 5,000 gems, man, that's not bad at all, not at all, and especially for a new player, that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. I mean, people spend 4,000 gems in doing like those two daily pulls, two 2k pulls, right? So you might as well spend that and get yourself a a guaranteed Force Titan Vixia, right? Why not? Might try to 13k. Jamie says that is what I'm thinking also, JJ. Then the orb and gems are right there as well. Yeah, I mean if you get up right till then yep, it's not. Then from there on you might as well just continue going on, right? Yeah, yes, but I also assume that you use 3 relics, um, and the 350 stones from the event. Right, okay. So it includes all the gems that you get from the event. It includes the 3 tokens as well as the 350 portal stones. So yes, so if you basically think you want to go all out for this event, you can go all out and land up with a net deficit of 4 to 5,000 gems. Right, that's what it is. Godan, hey, welcome to the stream. I'm just watching, can't listen. Oh, that's the opposite of what a lot of people are doing, Godan. But welcome to the stream, even so. I hope, yeah, that is probably someone just ping ponging. Sometimes you do find people who come in and just kind of hit your VP lands or garrisons, and that's pretty weird. See you next time around, says Ricardo. Thank you for tuning in, bud. We'll catch you around in the next time. And have a good event, and a good week, and a good event, man. So what are you guys grinding the event with? Obviously, Goran can't hear me, but oh yeah, actually, there's no point responding to Goran because he can't hear me. But Goran, if you watch on the replay, man, do love your videos, man, guys. So if any of you haven't checked it out, do check out Goran's channel as well. He does some very good videos on the way he stitches things up. I do like his intros especially. So do check him out, like and subscribe to his channel. Man, my gold is just filling up. I have nothing to upgrade. I think I probably have one thing to upgrade, which is my Titan Hall. I might just land up doing that. I just got my Nexus to level 44 last fusion event. He's rocking the 5-star relic. Wow, you have the 5-star relic with Calvary relics and backed by Moss Grens. Aha, very interesting setup there, Jamie. So what you're doing is you're using your level 44 Nexus along with Calvarax relics and the 5-star. Is that Night Whisperer? Crazy, man. That's awesome. That's quite unique. Quite unique, man. Nice, well done. I wish I had the 5-star relic obviously, but also the Calvarax relics. I do miss those. One of these days I'll probably get those one. Yeah, cool grind build. Absolutely, I love that. It's always nice to see people using something different, right? What I'm been using is very conventional panther based build for my grinds. There was a time, I think it was the Urakor event, where you got a boost for using a 4-star fire titan and Unak titan, and the only titan I had was Calcor 4-star, and I used my Calcor with Orb Grenadiers, and that was kind of fun. 3-star frame volley, nice. Skeletons stop the panthers. Absolutely. So you use that, and then your grenadiers take out the rest, right? Very good strategy. And obviously, the skeleton spells that you're using, they're all coming free. They're all coming free from the relic, right? So that's really useful. So you're not actually spending anything. Hey Zerot, welcome to the stream, man. Yo yo yo. Grens usually one-shot most unbuffed troops. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I guess it does depend on what levels your grenadiers are to an I mean, yeah, that does depend on that. But yeah, if you're level 21 and if you're level 21, 22 grenadiers, I think yeah, you're gonna one-shot anything probably. Maybe the exception might be Goliaths. I think Goliaths at level 23 and above, they probably wouldn't go down with one shot. Unless your grenadiers are like level 24, 25, then maybe, yeah. Really love the way Vixia's bow looks, man. It's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Nice to get 14 souls with every grind. So a quick look at my attack log. Oh, looks like my battery's gonna run low, guys. So what we'll do now, I think this is a pretty good spot to start running down. If anyone has any questions, do let me know. Nice You're lucky you're in Kraken server. Oh, so have you had good experience with Kraken, Gerard? Yeah, they do tend to have a lot of PP lands, which is nice, which is nice. All their lands are PP. Have fun, nice man. Thanks. Yeah. It's amazing having them around. So shout out to Krakens. And actually, before we end the stream, let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. And if any one of you are well, actually, there's no point looking at the leaderboard because you can't actually see the top 50, right? Oh, you can. No, you can't. You can't see the top 50. So I guess I normally do this for the alliance events where you can check the top alliances, but obviously this is an individual event, so you can't do that. Alright guys, I think this is we've been going on for about 1 hour and 25 minutes before my tablet runs out of juice and it decides to end the stream. Let me give a big thanks to all of you for joining in and supporting me on the stream, and it's been a pleasure chatting with all of you. Zerot, Jamie, John Whitcade, Justin Jerome, Ricardo Duarte, Godan, who will probably not listen to what I'm saying but on the replay, Sweeney Todd, pleasure as always. Abu Nawaf, the Hunter, Ricardo, King Josh, King Bob. We got two kings here. John Whitke, Hector, Game Rescue, Vintage, pleasure as always. Who else? Sparrow RO, G. Ratcliffe, hopefully I'm not missing Anubis, Lieutenant Clue if you're still around. Olix, although you asked me for subscription, I'll do check out the channel anyways, see what you're about. G. Bacon, Mukesh Patel, FL Rebel, Jamin Nenez. Wow, I had a lot of people around, man. Unexpected Ashura. I think that was everyone, guys. So sorry if I missed anyone. Thank you for tuning in on this stream pretty late. I do appreciate you tuning in. I'll catch you around in another one, guys. So have a good one, have a good event, have a good weekend, and I'll catch you around on the flip side, guys. Bye, guys. See ya.